Hey, beautiful people. What's up to all of my awesome, beautiful people? Thank you so much for joining live and replay viewers. I really appreciate your support too. And thank you so much. Hey, Kimmy. How is everyone doing on this Saturday afternoon? I hope you're having an amazing day. We're going to keep this brief because I have a private scope with my Brand Your Greatness Academy peeps in like an hour. So we're not going to keep this too long because I have a private scope soon. I hope everyone is doing awesome. Make sure you invite your followers. And if you have not signed up, hello from Kentucky. If you have not signed up for Build Your Buzz Masterclass, which we'll be doing live next Saturday, you still have time. Build Your Buzz 16, bit.ly/Build Your Buzz 16. Thank you for tweeting this out. Invite your followers, invite your followers. Hello, Miss Adu. Mommy. Hey, beautiful people. This is shadeyaabirago, personal brand strategist, speaker, coach, founder of shadeyaabirago.com, where we help women entrepreneurs brand their greatness and profit from their brilliance. And I am so excited today to be talking to you about how do you get noticed and get paid as a new creative or a new consultant. Even if you're an old creative or old consultant and you're looking for ways to increase your visibility and increase your brand recognition, this is a great time to talk. Hey, Susan, how are you? So I want to talk about number one. Number one, this is maybe hard for some people. This is easy for some people. You want to spend time being social. And what I mean by being social, not just being online. You want to spend some time on and offline building your brand. It requires that people know you. Hey, speed stars. It requires that people know you. If you want to become a household name, if you want to become someone who is an industry leader, even if you're new, I want you to first understand that you are an emerging leader. You are an emerging leader. If you're new would be in business for less than 3 years. So I'm still new, or even less than 5 years. Expert leaders would be 5 or more. So if you're still new, if you're under that cusp of 5 years of being in business, understand that you are an emerging leader. There are things that you know that can help other people build their businesses, build their brands, get in shape, do amazing things. You're new, but you're an emerging leader. Okay, so don't be afraid that you're new. I know sometimes it's intimidating when you watch the established leaders sometimes say, oh, don't call yourself this and don't call yourself that. This scope was inspired by a post that I saw in a Facebook group, and it was talking about people who call themselves business coaches, and if you never had a business, blah, blah, blah. And my philosophy is, this is always going to be my philosophy about when you're new. And don't allow yourself to be intimidated. Don't allow yourself to be scared. Don't allow yourself to be distracted by people who are already currently out in the marketplace. Why? Because guess what? They don't put money into your account. They don't pay your bills. And number two, you have something amazing and great to offer to the marketplace. The marketplace always has room for new people. That's how the market is. Everyone's not supposed to stay in the market forever. The market has room for new people. There's always an opportunity for you to shine. So the one thing that I want you to think about is investing in being social. I want you to be social. What does that mean? Connecting with people on Periscope, periscoping, going on Facebook groups, answering questions, being helpful. I want you to have an online and offline strategy. You need to go where your people are. Write that in the chat. I need to go where my people are. So what does that mean? If you need to be social on and offline and you need to go where your people are, it means you need to know where your people are, right? You need to know who your ideal avatar is, your target audience, your niche market. You need to be very clear about where your people are, but in order to be clear about the where, you have to be clear about the who. You got to be clear about the who. You have to be clear about the who. So a lot of times people are becoming more visible. They're doing social media. They're doing Twitter. They're doing Facebook and Periscope. The problem is the reason why you're not seeing enough clients or enough traction is because the right people are not finding you. The right people are not finding you. That's the difference between someone having a sold out event and no one knowing about their event existing, because nobody knows about you. Say that. I want to be seen. In order to be seen, I have to be social. You have to be social, but people got to see you and you got to be in the right places. I invest in being in the right places. It helps my business. It's helped me get to have over a $10,000 a month this month. It has helped me build my brand really faster. I haven't been in business for 5 years, but I'm telling you, some people who have not had the same success because I go to where my people are. Nothing happens until exactly. You gotta be in the right places. And a lot of times we're not investing in being in the right places. We spend our time in the wrong places. You're spending your time in the wrong places. So I want you to think about how you can be social and how you can be seen by the right people. But it requires you to have that integral piece of knowing where your people are. Every time I do a podcast, every time I do some kind of blog talk radio, someone contacts me afterwards and say, wow, I really want to connect with you. How can I work with you? Almost every time, because the opportunities that I seek out, the opportunities that come my way have to be strategically aligned with the things that I want to do, with the people I want to connect with. You have to be strategic. It's not about somebody being the smartest or the most beautiful or the most talented or the best speaker. It is about having the best strategy. The person who has the best strategy in 2016 will win. Will win. The best strategies and the best systems will win. It's just that simple. That's how some people can go. Some people do go on a fluke from 0 to 100K or 0 to $1 million. It can happen. But although it may have happened for them on a fluke, they still followed a strategy and the strategy worked for them. Sometimes they were able to develop it on their own, or they invested in a coach who helped them. So it's up to you to figure it out on your own or to make strategic investments on how you want things to happen. So for me, like I tell you to invest in your brand, I've been investing in my brand too. I've joined 2 programs in the last 2 weeks. One is about sales funnels. I told you guys about that one. And another one is about more media coverage because I want to get on TV. This mug has to be on TV. So we're working on getting me more media exposure, more media coverage, but those were investments. I had to invest in the knowledge and I also invested in a Facebook engagement group so I can have better engagement and get more people into my groups. So why? Because I wanted to just be in new communities. The communities that I'm in, everybody knows everyone. Everyone's talking the same people. So I had to be strategic, and I invested in some new communities that people that I knew were not necessarily associated with. I wanted some new links, some new social platforms, and some new connections. So I invested in 3 new programs in the last 2 weeks so I could be in new networks and new communities with people that didn't necessarily know me. Why? Because I need more people to know me. Why? Because I want to connect with people who are not connected to the people that I already know. That's what you do. When you want to have new things happen, you have to know new people. So that's number 1. Number 2, which is a part of kind of like my number 1, you got to connect with other influencers. And I want everyone, this is an action item that I want you to do today. I want you to get off this Periscope and I want you to do this today. That's how we're going to roll with this one. Thank you for inviting your followers. Make sure you invite your followers. This one I want you to do today. So make sure you invite your followers right now because I'm going to give everybody something that they need to do immediately. You need to get off this Periscope and you need to do it immediately. So invite your followers, invite your followers, invite your followers. Let them know. This is the thing that I want you to do. I'm actually giving you something that I give private clients, but I'm going to give it to you. I want you. Hey, let me do a quick reset. shadeyaabirago, personal brand strategist, speaker, coach, founder, shadeyaabirago.com, where we help women entrepreneurs use the power of social media and social influence to make money online. And we do that by teaching them how to build, brand, and market digital programs, products, and services. Do you help people create and enhance their brand? Absolutely. That's what we're talking about, TaylorMade. I actually have a masterclass. It is a live masterclass. It will be next week called Build Your Buzz. If you want to be seen as an authority figure in your market, if you want to build your beehive like a Beyonce and you want to be paid, this is the foundational principles that you need to start doing that. So it's called Build Your Buzz. The investment is $97. We've had several people sign up. My goal is to produce as many results as possible. I can show you the link really quickly, and I'm going to go into the next tip that you have to do today. Because if you do it today, Demisha, this goes for you too. I want you to do this. So this is the Build Your Buzz. You can go to bit.ly/Build Your Buzz, and you'll see my landing page for this program, and you'll be able to register today. I've had several people over the past week register for this masterclass. it's going to be thebomb.com. It's going to be some of my best teaching because I'm so clear and focused at what I want you guys to do. Exactly. It's time to build your buzz. I want you guys to be really focused. I want you to produce results. So build your buzz, bit.ly/build your buzz 16. Register today for the class, $97. If you want we got the free 99 on Periscope, but really making investments in strategic connections is what's going to really take your brand to the next level. So bit.ly/build your buzz 16. Elevation coach. So let's get back to this tip that I really need people to invite your followers. I need you to implement today. So this is the question. I'm going to ask you a question. This is call and response. How many people are on someone else's mailing list? You read their post, you like their blog, you read their blogs that they send to your email every week. I want you to type in the number 2. If you are on someone else's emailing list, type in 2. We got some yeses in me. Type in the number 2. So I know I'm talking to the right people. I'm talking to my people. I'm talking to the right people. I am talking to the right people. I want to put up a number 2 too, because yes, I'm on several mailing lists. You see, people are sending out emails, they're connecting with people, and sometimes they ask you to respond and reply. Today is the day, ladies and gentlemen. This is your actionable item from this Periscope. This could be your next connection. This could be a new opportunity. This could be a new door opened for you if you actually do this today. I want you to go into your emails. Think about one person that you strategically want to connect with. You want to strategically connect with this person because A, they have greater influence than you currently have in the marketplace. That's the criteria. They have greater influence than you have in the marketplace right now. What does that mean? They have a bigger social media following. They have a larger mailing list. They know more people. More people know them than know you. That's the first criteria. Not too huge. Like if you only got 5 people on your mailing list and you sending out an email to somebody with 100,000 emails, that might not be what you want to do right now. Think about someone who is not eons ahead of you, but close to you in your reach, semi in your reach, but somewhat far away. So I want you to think of somebody who is positioned themselves as an expert, who has greater influence than you. You're on their mailing list, and what you are going to do, who has an audience. Now, this is the thing, too. If they have 100,000 followers and guess what? None of them followers want what you have. It's a waste of your time. They have an audience that is similar to your audience or the same audience, but they do something that's different. Amber was talking about this morning, and I'm just going to reiterate it and add on. They have the same audience or a similar audience as you. You want to make sure you know who your audience is. You want to make sure you know a little bit about this influencer. And this is what I want you to do. I want you to send them an email. And I want you to say, hello, such and such. I have been following you. I love your blog posts. I mean, every email you send out, I watch it. I read it. I watch your videos. I'm in your Facebook group. I love the things that you're doing, right? You can use my words, steal the words, watch the replay and steal the words. Hey, XYZ. My name is blah, blah, blah. I love what you do. You do some amazing things. I loved your blog post. If you have a specific name of a blog post, say the name of the blog post. I love your Facebook group. Say the name of the Facebook group. And you give out amazing value. I love the community that you're building. Have you ever considered, so now this is where you add something in there. Have you ever considered XYZ? Insert your expertise, your specialty. Have you ever considered exposing your audience or providing your audience with branding tips about how to build their brand using Periscope? Have you considered talking to your audience about building their brand using Periscope? I have an array of products and I would love to do I currently have a Periscope book and I teach branding on Periscope, and I'm a speaker at the Perry Union Summit, and I would love to provide your audience I would love to collaborate or connect with you and provide your audience with a complimentary masterclass. I would love to collaborate with you to do an exclusive masterclass for your audience. Hello from Switzerland. Hello. I'm from New Jersey and I'm in Wisconsin. Sorry, water was needed. I would love to connect with you. I thank you so much. I wanted to be like a princess today with the matching bling, hair bling, neck bling. I want to connect with you. I would love to host a blab with you, or I would love to interview you on Blab. I would love to host a blab with you. I would love to interview you on Periscope. I would love to connect with you and have a webinar with you about XYZ. I believe that this can benefit your audience. I believe that this could benefit from your audience. Or what you can do is, that's one option. Please let me know. I would love to connect with you. When is the earliest convenience? Number one, you want to introduce yourself. You want to make sure you are complimenting that person. Do not send out this email and you just sending out an email to Michael Hyatt or whoever else, or passive income. What is his name? Sean Flynn? What's his name? Flynn. Pat Flynn. You're sending out these blanket emails. You just know because they got big names, but you've never talked to them. You're not on their mailing list. You haven't connected with them. You haven't liked their Twitter posts. You haven't inserted yourself in a conversation with them. Make sure you actually participate in their community. Be a participant in their community before you ask them to do something with you or for you. Hey, Monica Iman, participate so I can send an email to you tonight. You can send me an email tonight. Oh, yep, it works on me too. So it'll be a semi-warm ask. Exactly. You can do cold. I'm trying to think, have I done any cold? I'm trying to think about that. I feel like I've done some. Yeah, I have done some cold. And I'll tell you, the cold was cold. It was ice cold because they didn't respond. I've done some warm. We'll see if they respond. I've actually sent out like 2 of these. One email is scheduled to go out on Monday for somebody who's an influencer who I would love to collaborate with. Another email I sent out last night. You're going to be writing me. I want you to write me and somebody else. Take it to the next level. Write me and someone else. Yeah, people use my tactics on me. Tell me, I would like to collaborate with you on a webinar, blab, Instagram class, whatever you do. But make sure you talk about the value that they have provided for you and the value that you are going to provide for them. The value that they have provided for you and the value that you are going to provide for them and your community. Remember, people are very protective of their communities. So someone right now wants access to my community, and I said, I don't really know what you do. Can you show me what you do? So she has invited me to her class. I wasn't able to attend last week, but I'm going to attend this week for her class, because if I'm going to endorse her class, I actually got to go to the class, right? So that's how I roll. So for me, the person I'm going to send out one to, I'm actually going to give them access to one of my courses so they know they can make a decision for themselves on whether or not this is a good partnership for them. Because they may say no. I know people that they know, but they could say no. It is what it is. Hello, you have to put yourself out there. So the actionable item that I want you to do not make this a 5-page email. Do not make this a 4-page letter. Make this a paragraph. Do it quick and concise. Understand, if you're talking to influencers, they got a lot of emails, just like Shade. I got one email has 720 something emails. Another one has 15. Another one has 900 emails. I have 7 email addresses. All of them got email. Please keep it brief. Make it happen. Okay? So that is your action item of the day. Every once in a while, I'll give you like things that you need to do. And I'll tell you, when people do these things, hey, confidence cultivator, when people actually do these things, they produce results. Like I get emails today. Hey, I'm booked for 2 new speaking engagements, 2 paid speaking engagements. Let me make that clear. Paid speaking engagements. Or, hey, I just signed a contract for this awesome opportunity. Hey, confidence cultivator. Or I'm doing this. I sold some more books today. Or I'm going to be on this show. I'm going to be doing this event. I'm going to be doing this activity. Understand, when you implement, you see the results. Implementation, if you want to see the results, especially financial results, you have to implement. So today is your Connect with an Influencer Day. Try it out on Saturday or schedule it out to send them an email on Monday. Test it out and see what happens. So connect with influencers and take action. one person who you're currently on their mailing list, I want you to press the reply button. Why do you want to press reply? Because they know that you're replying to an email that they've already sent out. So it's already going to stand out to them because it's a response to something that they've already put out there in the atmosphere. So you send a reply email to them. Hey, I really enjoyed this post. It's absolutely amazing. I look forward to implementing this. And I would love to connect with you on XYZ. Or I believe, or if you feel like there's a void, if you feel like they're doing something great, but there's something that they're possibly missing, like there's something that, okay, you're like, okay, Sade, this is really great, but I think you're missing this one piece. And I would like to be that missing link for your audience. So for example, I help, in addition to building people's brands, I help create digital products. So there has been a Facebook group where conversation or questions have been about digital products. At least 3 people have written comments in this group about digital products. So now it is my time and opportunity to connect with, hey, Jason C. Hello, June. This is the great time for me to connect with the group leader and say, hey, I love your group. I love the engagement. I would really, I noticed that a couple of people are asking questions about how to develop digital products. I would love the opportunity to connect with you and host a free webinar about how to build your digital products in 1 week or in 2 days or whatever we'll call it. I would love to have it. I would love to. Please let me know if you're interested so we can move forward on the planning and collaborating. Boom. They may say no, but they may not say no. So what's that going to do? First of all, if they open the email, they're going to be like, who is Sade? Then they're going to go to their Facebook group and say, oh yeah, she does respond to a lot of the things that happens in my group. Then they're going to say, let me go click on her name and see what that happens. Then they're going to say, oh yeah, we're Facebook friends. Then they're going to say, okay, what does she talk about on Facebook? Then they're going to see me talking about my clients, talking about the things that I'm doing. And they're going to be like, okay, let me see who else I know that knows her. Your connections. And then they're going to see who else I know that knows them. And then they may send them a message like, hey, do you know this girl? She wants to do something with me. Is that okay? More than likely, the people that they're going to ask are going to say, yeah, we know her. She's cool. She wants to do that with you. No problem. I don't care. Boom. So that's so good. That's good. I'm telling you, you got to think how people will think. So I'm already mapping out how this person may take me asking them this question. And then I'm going to post another message on Facebook of somebody that I know they know that I'm doing a collaboration with. And then that person's going to be like, oh, she's connected with such and such. Okay, cool. Boom. A potential in. Hello, Sam. Is that Sam? So that is a potential in. Who knows if it's going to work that way? That person may or may not respond to me today. They may or may not respond to me next week. But guess what? I've already planted the seed in their head that if they ever need someone to talk about, well, my background is in education, Professor Lyle. My background is in education. I'm working on a PhD in education. I took maybe 2 psychology classes, but I understand, well, I'm a teacher, so I definitely understand how people think. I get it, Professor. I get how people think. Digital lifestyle expert. Welcome. Hey, Brett, you're the Perry Professor. All right now. So what are you a professor in, Perry Professor? That's what they call me, Professor. Are you a real professor? Are you like Dr. Love from Florida, who just calling himself a professor and a doctor? So the next thing that I want you to do, don't get yourself caught up, Professor. The next thing that I want you to do, number 3, is investing in your visibility. Yeah, Dr. Love is off the chains. He's off the hook. Oh, I can have a scope just about Dr. Love. And I think I will. Just being authentic. You got to be yourself. Dr. Love is off the hook. He's a piece of work. Number 3 is investing in your visibility. This is what you got. You either got money, you got time. Sometimes we don't got, either one. But guess what? You got to invest in your visibility. You got to invest in your time. Time, money. Either you're going to pay somebody to make you more visible, pay Facebook, pay Twitter, pay LinkedIn to make you visible, or you're going to do the blood, sweat, equity tears, or whatever it's called. Hey, Creative Forte, you are going to spend time. Hey, Natalie, spend time investing in your visibility. What does that mean? Working with someone who can help you understand sweat equity. That's your money. Sweat equity. A lot of us got to put in some sweat to get the things that you want, to have the things and be the places that you want to be. So you have to invest in the visibility, the visibility, so you won't be invisible. Your visibility requires you to spend some time Facebooking, Periscoping, LinkedIning, doing all those kind of things to really, and also spending some money to increase the visibility. When you put on a Facebook ad and you know how to use Facebook ads, more people can see you. I grew my mailing list by almost 1,000 people by really increasing my visibility in like 7 days. And that was investing in Facebook ads. Once I figured out how to actually do it, shout out to Julie Lowe. I'm dropping names. Julie Lowe, I will be interviewing her next week. Not this week, coming up, the following week on Brand on Blab. So if you need some help with your Facebook ads, Julie Lowe is my go-to Facebook ads person, and she's going to be dropping some gems, dropping some serious golden nuggets so that you can have better results with Facebook ads. That's my girl when it comes to Facebook ads. So you want to connect. Nope, visibility. So time. The time means you need to take some time out of your day on a Saturday, Sunday to increase on that. I always say anything is DIY, but you can always pay someone else to do it better so you don't have to. Exactly, Professor. Exactly. Thank you, Natalie. You have to. You got to pay. If you want to really produce the results that the marketplace requires you to bedazzle people, you got to invest. All the people that I know that are doing amazing things on TV, or they have amazing Facebook groups, or they've invested in their business in some way, shape, or form. Financially invested in their business some way, shape, or form. Whether they spent the time learning it themselves in the bootstrapping method, or they've paid someone to expedite the process. It does not have to take forever. That's why, a lot of the established experts, sometimes they get frustrated because, newer experts will come around like me. I'm a part of this new phenomenon, and we'll figure out how to do it quickly because we'll invest in making sure it happens faster, and then we'll just go faster. Why? Because you spend all the time learning all the stuff. So now I'm going to learn from you, and then I'm going to make it happen faster. Why? Because I don't have to go through as much trial and error. So investing in someone is really going to be the key. Investing. Efficiency adds value. Oh, I like that. I learned that the hard way, but I'm not as quick. You don't have to. So then you invest in somebody. For me, I'm a bad implementer. So one of the things I got to do is invest in my implementation. That's why I work with virtual assistants. That's an investment in my implementation. If I want to have financial benefits, I got to invest in my implementation. I have to have somebody who's out there making things happen when I don't feel like it, or I just am tired. I'm going to be honest. Sometimes I'm tired and exhausted. So I need somebody else when I need to take a nap that's still working in my business so I can produce the results that I need to produce. Because guess what? Sade is tired, but guess what? Sade still needs to pay her bills. So she needs to have money coming in consistently. So even when I'm not working, you got to have something working on your behalf, whether it is an automated responder, whether it's something on your SOE for your website. You got to have things working on your behalf, even when you're not working. When I'm in class and money comes into my bank account, it's because the systems are in place that are working without me. Hey, Claire Easy. I want to give you an opportunity to join the Build Your Buzz Masterclass and my community, bit.ly/build your buzz. Once you click on that link, all lowercase, bit.ly/build your buzz 16. And what's going to happen, it's going to take you to this awesome page. Let me switch it this way so you guys can see it. And it's talking about standing out from your crowd. Standing out from the crowd. If you want to be seen, you got to be shameless about your visibility. You cannot be scared to let people see who you are and see your awesomeness. You can't be afraid. May I ask you, do you use PayPal for your checkout? I'm not a fan, as I have 2 ways of payment. That's one of the things I teach my private clients. You always have multiple ways of payment. You can pay by your credit card, which does not go through PayPal, or you can pay via PayPal. So I have 2 payment options. So as a matter of fact, I can show you. So if you click on the registration link, you will be taken to my Infusionsoft. Infusionsoft has 2 options. You can click the checkout link, or you can click pay with PayPal. So if you click checkout, you're going to get this billing information form, and you'll be able to pay with your credit card. Thank you. I'm glad you're not giving up. Hey, Teresa Hunt, I heard you had some good news. I heard you sharing it on Facebook. What's going on with you, Teresa? You was on TV or something? This is what I'm talking about. My clients don't tell me nothing. I got to go stalk them on Facebook and see what they're doing. So you can do it this way. This is the shopping cart. So this is another good note. You was going to email me. You could have Facebook me. You could have texted me. You see, I don't get no love. No, but I'm going to shout out Teresa Hunt. Make sure you follow her. Teresa Hunt is the mayor. And I told Teresa that February was her month. I told Teresa that February is her month. Why? Because she is talking about love and coming back. You're awesome. She was on TV. Woo! Okay, let me. Yes. Okay, goodness gracious. You did, and it has been. I told her, I said, when did I say this? December, October? I don't know when I started saying it, but I said, you need to have your game plan ready for, woo! Okay, I'm going to shout that one out on Facebook today. I told Teresa, I said, Teresa, this is your month to shine. You got to be in it to win it. Woo! Okay, now she gets another screenshot if I can get it in time. It's not screening. Okay, got it. I told her, Teresa, I said, February is your month to shine. February, you got to knock this out of the park. You got to look for opportunities to increase your visibility. You got to look for opportunities to connect with other influencers who are talking about your topic. And then I get on, she's on TV. I'm like, wait a minute, you on TV? I didn't know nothing about this. How come I didn't know? Teresa, share with us where you're going to be on TV so we can share that out. Look at this, radio interview on Monday, TV interview tomorrow. You see how this goes? This is what happened. And she's been selling her book, and she did a challenge because in my head, I'm like, okay, this is what happens when you work with a coach. Teresa, did you get my link about something that's happening in Pittsburgh? They need a speaker for something. I sent it to you. Local Pittsburgh TV. I told Teresa, so she was in my 3-month program. I'm going to be bringing that back out in September. I told Teresa, I said, listen, you got to build up your plan now because you got to kill it in February. So since February has been starting, she had her challenge. She had a successful telesummit. She's been selling her books and doing all the things. She's just been killing it. And then we said, okay, February is your month. Then when people are about to get married again, like around June, you need to be dominating again, killing it again. Then when we go into the holiday season, when people are about to get married again, getting engaged, you got to kill it again. So sometimes your topics are relevant during certain seasons. You got to know what seasons your topics are hot. And you got to be like a hot skillet and drop it like it's hot. Because people are talking about what you talk about. People want to invest in your programs, products, and services. For me, I know the 2 times of year that are the best times there are about 2 or 3 times a year that are the best times for me to launch a program, product, or service. If I don't stick to that schedule, I am potentially dwindling my profits. You got to know what the best times are for your business and your brand, depending on what you talk about. You got to know. That's another way that you can increase your visibility. So this investment is $97. Build your buzz. Bit.ly, build your buzz 16. Bit.ly, build your buzz 16. Bit.ly / build your buzz 16. Create a launch schedule based on audience trends. Yeah, but you got to know your audience. You have to know your audience. And I wouldn't even base it on just audience trends. It's not just audience trends. Not just what the trends of the audience are, because the audience trends will change. But there are certain things that are not going to change. Like number one, Teresa is a marriage prep mentor. Valentine's Day is not going to change. Trends will change, but certain things won't. So Valentine's Day, I don't think it's going to change anytime soon. The market for love in February is not going to change anytime soon. It's a thing that you can depend on. So you can build your brand around things that are trendy, or you can build your brand around things that have more substance that'll last longer. If I know that I'm doing stuff around love and relationships, the best time for me to gain my visibility, the best time for me to be on television, the best time for me to write my blog post are in times where the season in the market is talking about those things. That's the best time. That's the best time. When the trends are stuff that are hot topics that are happening now. So if someone, like for example, this is a great one that you probably could look into too, Teresa, the weight. So Devon and Megan Good, Devon Franklin and Megan Good are going around the country talking about this, the weight book. I would be like, okay, so how can I connect with them to align my message with what they're doing? Or how can I go to one of their book tours, book signings, and take a picture with them and talk about what I'm doing and some of the things you need to do? So now that you waited, now that you've waited, oh, I got it. So you've waited and you got the ring. So that book is about how they waited 6 years to have sex before they didn't have premarital sex. So now that I've waited, now I got the ring. Now what? You waited, ring, now what? Something like that. So now that you got the ring, what are some steps that you need to do to prepare for your marriage before you go down the aisle? Because the people are going to listen to the book and wait and wait. So now they've waited. They found their Prince Charming. They have the ring. What's the next step? What's the next step? So what they would call this in my Rashonda Pratt, shout out to TJ, is newsjacking. They are popular in the news. I didn't know that that's what I was doing, but I always did it. Like, for example, if it was Beyonce's birthday. One thing that I know that will not change anytime soon. September 4th is Beyonce's birthday. I will always, until she's no longer famous, have a Periscope on September 4th about Beyonce. Why? Because I know it's going to go viral. People are going to be talking about it. I know that. So every September 4th, I plan my Beyonce special scope. Since her birthday's on the 4th, she likes number 4. 4 things that you didn't know about Beyonce that could help you build your brand. Boom! September 4th. I got my content already. So you look at what's going on. You look at what your audience is seeing, and you can look. Last September 4th, I did a Beyonce-related Periscope. You can do that every single year. Why? Because certain things won't change anytime soon. If you want to do a love one, I think Beyonce and Jay-Z were married on January 4th. So if you want to do a blog post about their 4-year anniversary, it's already passed. I think this is the 5th-year anniversary. 5 things you need to know about your 5th-year anniversary, according to Beyonce and Jay-Z. Why? Because people know them. People will pay attention to it. What are you saying about Beyonce and Jay-Z? It's going to captures people's attention. So if your audience doesn't like Beyonce and Jay-Z, cool. Use somebody that they like. If they like Rihanna, they like Lady Gaga, they like whoever else it is, you want to use that. Use what you have, but this is the thing. You need to know your audience. This Beyonce and Jay-Z thing is not going to work for everybody, because if your audience doesn't care about them, then don't talk about them. Talk about Tamela Mann or talk about whoever else. You got to know your audience. You have to know your audience. So in 15 minutes, I need to do a private Periscope for some of my Brand Your Greatness clients. We are doing a how to build your brand using Periscope. So I'm just going to give them like 3 tips, tricks, and tools that I use for Periscope branding. We're going to do 3 private